Hello and welcome to London Visited and welcome to our video on Kew Gardens. We're here the night it opens and we're going to bring you as much of Kew Gardens as possible. So if you physically can't get here, then we're going to bring it to you as much as possible. So welcome to Kew Gardens 2022 for their 10th year. So in this video, we want to give you an overview of the lights down at Kew Gardens. If you're coming down here this year, absolutely fantastic. It's open until mid-January, but you do need to get tickets because I know it's fully booked until January already. But if there's no chance of you ever making it down here, don't worry. We've got you covered because we're going to cover the lights for you and we're going to give you a selection of the different types. Now, the other thing to remember is a lot of these light shows are in time with music, but we can't play you the music for copyright purposes. So what we're going to do is we'll give you a selection of the different parts of the light shows and play our own music in the background, and hopefully it'll all tie up quite nicely. And these are just neon tubes and they're doing all this sort of dancing around in different colours. Fantastic. And this show went on for about 2 minutes. Something they've done each year which is really effective is change the colour of the palm house, which you can see here by putting all different colour lights inside it, so it really shines up and looks beautiful. But you'll see even greater effect of that at the end of the video when they have their grand finale. Here they used lasers projected onto the tree, so whilst you couldn't see anything, it gave you this great effect. And then they had smoke machines at the side. That's what you can see off there in the distance. No, nothing's on fire. And then the smoke would go up, hovering to the lasers, so you get a really great effect going over. Walking down this section almost feel like you're in a concert. Also, the great thing they've done this year as well is they've changed the trail. So if you've been previous years, it is completely different. So they've got you going all over the place in different directions to previous years. This is our second year that we've covered it, but there was always that apprehension, oh, is it going to be the same thing as last year? Good old Kew Gardens, no it's not, it's completely different. And this is an extremely warm area, so on a cold evening, you probably want to come and hover around here because the fire keeps it all lovely and warm. Neon definitely the name of the game this year because here you've got the tree in its striped pyjamas by the looks of it. Now here what you're looking at is a projection. Now the projection is actually onto the footpath. That's going to be evidenced in a minute because people are going to walk over it. But it's all floral scenes and it takes you through the 4 seasons. There you go. There's some feet up there just to prove it. And as you then walk through, you then follow the 4 different seasons as it goes through and changes. And you get butterflies and birds and various other things as you go through. Also, the effect is really glistening, as you can just see there. Now, I'm not sure if that's the rain or that's actually been done as part of the projection. Either way, looks fantastic. Now, if you're coming with little ones, here's a man they're going to want to meet. Yes, Father Christmas is here in his own hut, ready to say hello. Now, if you are coming here with little ones, then the great news is they've got a fairground area all set up. Now, you can buy tokens when you're here to go on the rides, which include the rocking chairs, helter-skelter. You've also seen the carousel already. Also, there's a little train ride that goes round and cars as well. So there's a bit of something for everyone. This area, and also the food area, which we're going to show you in 1 second, is all around the back of the Temperate House. And it's probably about a 10-minute walk into the actual trail. In the food area, you've got all your normal stuff. You've got your burgers, you've got drinks. And also, do you remember this big wheel? If you saw our video from last year or came down to Kew Gardens last year, this was right at the beginning of the trail. But they've actually got it in the middle. So they've moved stuff around as well. Now, the trail itself which you follow, you can't go wrong because they've got barriers up to stop you from going astray, and they've also got lots of people standing around to help people as well. Also, the other thing to let you know is everything is easily accessible. Like this village area here, which is normally grass, is all set up and it's on sort of tiles, so you can get on there without any problem at all if you've got a mobility scooter or you're in a wheelchair. Also, if you go to Kew Gardens, you can use a wheelchair from Kew Gardens, but you can't book it, so you've got to take potluck getting down there and that they've got a chair available. Right, let's get back out on the trail. Now the trail itself I'd say takes probably an hour and a half to 2 hours if you do it at a gentle pace. That means stopping, looking at all the light shows, taking loads of photos, filming, taking selfies, etc. When I did it, it started tipping down with rain, which you're going to see very shortly in this video, which then does speed things up. But I would say an hour and a half to 2 hours to do the whole trail. Now this is an absolute beautiful area, and what they've done here is they've just put lots and lots of fairy lights hanging down to give you a sort of a blanket feel as you're walking through the path. Now earlier we showed you the food village. The other thing to let you know is there's food and drink vans and little huts etc. out and about on the trail, so you don't have to go to the main food area, because if you want to get nibbles and drinks and all the rest of it as you're going around, you're well catered for. With all of these light displays, there's just so many fantastic places to stop and get some great pictures. Now, what they've also done this year as well is they've done something like this. Now, this is actually on the lake at Kew Gardens, and what they've done is they've put the neon on there, and it actually feels like the water is all disappearing into the middle. The great thing is, not only do you have individual lights, which are absolutely fantastic, and these are all individual poppies hanging from the trees, but they also have a great effect playing on the foliage of the trees, which really lights them up, which gives you an amazing effect, as you can see here. Really hope you're enjoying our visit to Kew Gardens this Christmas 2022, and if you are, do us a favour, will you? Give us a big thumbs up. This will help get this video out to more people on YouTube so that they can see it and love London as well. Now this is a different type of light effect. It's called feathers, and they're very light. Don't worry, just warming up for some cracker jokes, which you'll find are coming in just a couple of seconds. So not only have you got the installations at the sides where you can look at from the path, but also you've got different things happening on the path as well, like here. Now there's a reason these crackers are here, because you're about to get some really bad cracker jokes. Alright, nothing to do with me, but you can save them for Christmas. I can imagine you're reaching for the pen and paper now, aren't you, trying to save these for Christmas Day? And this is the last one, I promise. Yep, needed one of those. Right, this is fantastic, the light arch. This is absolutely beautiful, and it's one of those places where you could spend absolutely ages taking loads and loads of photos, and lots of people do. So we've still got more lights to show you, but what are you thinking about this year's Kew Gardens Christmas lights? Are you enjoying them? And did you see the video from last year? And if you did, how do they compare? Let us know in the comments down below. Now for this tree, you're going to have to think of Andy Williams and Most Wonderful Time of the Year, because that's what it's moving the lights in time to. Sorry, but there's absolutely no way YouTube's going to let me play that. But the good news is it gives you a great light display without that piece of music anyway. Right, so take a word of advice from us. So we went down here, it was a beautiful evening to start, and then the English weather absolutely hit it. So I really can't suggest enough bringing an umbrella and also loads of warm clothes. And how about this, a firework display on a tree? So like last year, they've got the finale across the lake with the palm house in the background, projecting lights onto that. Now, just in case you think it's the filming and it looks really grainy in the lights here, it's not, it's the rain. Also, not to give too much of the game away, but if you've got someone who's coming with you who likes Frozen, then they're going to be absolutely in raptures when they get to this part, because Let It Go is one of the big finale pieces. And don't worry, if you're not into Frozen, it still looks fantastic against it. Here they've got lights, they've got lasers, they're using also the fountains from the middle of the lake, and they quite often use the spray to project the things onto that as well, so it looks really, really effective, just like here. If you are coming down to Kew Gardens, it couldn't be easier. You can get the underground train to Kew Gardens station, and it's literally a 10-minute walk from there. I hope you're loving our videos of Christmas 2022 in London, and if you are, I've put a playlist up in the top right hand corner so you can delve into that and pick up any videos you might have missed that we've covered so far this year. There's no doubt about it, Kew Gardens is just one of those evenings to come and experience before Christmas if you can, because then you really, really get the benefit from it, and to actually see and hear everything going in time is amazing. So what did you think of the lights this year at Kew Gardens? Did you enjoy them? Let us know in the comments down below. And which was your favourite feature that we showed you as we went round the trail here at Kew Gardens? Also put that down in the comments down below. And as the lights draw a close on the show, it's time to say a massive thank you for watching. But also, if you love colourful things and colourful lights, then you want to grab our video, which we put in the top right hand corner for you, of Carnaby Street on the day that that was opened and they switched the lights on. They're really colourful and they're well worth a trip this year. So if you click on that video, I'll see you in there.